Last Wednesday was Purple Day, a show of support for children's aid societies who do so much to protect our vulnerable youth. Brett Sweeney is the Director of Communications at FACS Niagara. Brett, welcome to the program. Was it really great to see the falls lit up in purple, the Welland Bridge lit up as well?
Absolutely. Dress Purple Day is a great opportunity for the community to show that they're here to help, right? So we're all here to help, vulnerable children and families. And I think that's the wonderful thing about Niagara, is that we are truly a caring community. We had an outstanding show of support from our elected officials, community partners, and as you mentioned, the falls lit up and the Welland Bridge lit up. So that was really nice to see.
Tell me about how things have been for FACS during the pandemic. We've heard that so many social services have had record demands on their services.
Well, we're a multi-service agency, so we offer child protection services, we offer counseling, fostering, adoption, some daycare services in St. Catharines. So we have seen a tremendous amount of demand for counseling, particularly during the pandemic, which is not unexpected. Our Family Counseling Center provided over 5,400 individual counseling sessions in the past year, and that demand has continued throughout. We are working through a waiting list right now just to show you the level of demand, but I would say to anyone considering reaching out, please do so. Don't let a wait list be the barrier, because we do triage calls, so the most urgent needs are seen first, and people can call us anytime at 905-937-7731.
5,400 calls, how does that relate, how does that compare to previous years?
That's about a 30% increase from the year prior. So it's a fairly significant demand, which is not unexpected given the challenges of the pandemic. People have dealt with all types of issues, from isolation to job loss, economic food insecurity, those types of things. So we would expect that there would be some additional challenges coming out from that.
Have you also seen an increase, Brett, in calls for referrals for child protection services?
Well, our team deals with approximately 6,000 calls for service each year, which is slightly down from pre-pandemic. And what we've noticed is that our top 3 referrals are really community organizations, school boards, and police. And when community organizations are not offering programs, when schools have been online, our referrals have gone down. But that's not a sense that the demand has gone down, because as soon as those organizations have reopened and they're offering programs again, the referrals start to come back in. So we just want to make sure that we're here for the community and we're providing a high level of support. Our team has been on the road working with families, children, and youth since day 1 of the pandemic. And so that's really our focus, to make sure that families have the support that they need to be successful.
When it comes to children who may be in danger in their home situation, the pandemic may have complicated the referral process because they weren't going to school. They weren't going to those organizations that normally can detect when something is off.
Certainly, we've seen that when children aren't being seen in the community, those referrals go down. So that's definitely a correlation that we've noticed. But we've also noticed that the complexity of cases has increased. So whereas a family might have been dealing with food insecurity before, they might be now dealing with food insecurity and something else. Perhaps it is a mental health issue that they need support with. So even though the volume maybe isn't as much as it was previously, we are noticing that the demands for service is still strong in the community.
Did COVID protocols have any effect on fostering? Were you still able to have over 150 foster homes?
I have to say, our foster parents have been absolute rock stars throughout this pandemic. They have been fabulous in providing still that high level of support and care for children and youth. They have adapted to all types of different changes, from PPE to we've had to put a pause on our volunteer services for safety purposes. And so they've made sure that children have gone to all of their visitations with families and made sure those types of things have happened. So they've done that all under the context of this pandemic, and they've been fantastic through it all. Our role in this is providing them support. So we've done things like provide additional financial assistance, increasing our communication. So we're constantly asking the question, how can we help?
Were you still able to offer some of the programs, such as the Home for the Holidays?
We've had to modify a lot of our programs. But now with the increasing rates of vaccination in the community, we are being able to do some more things creatively. So about a month ago, we offered a Children and Youth in Care Day celebration at our offices. So this was the first time that we were able to welcome families and children back in person. It was a drive-through event to respect COVID protocols, but it was a great day. We had foster parents bringing children in care in, and there were games, a band. We sent them home with a nice takeout dinner and some other treats. So it's great to be able to start doing things that, you know, resemble normalcy again.
You had to really reorganize your resources and prioritize things over these last 20 months or so.
Yeah, and safety has been the biggest one, right? So we want to make sure that our team is safe, but also keep the community safe as well, because the reality is that our work brings us into people's homes. So one of the biggest things that we've done is really enact strict personal protective equipment rules. So we're keeping families safe, keeping our team safe, and we're very proud of our team's track record in following those safety protocols and making sure that they stay safe and that there is very little to no transmission amongst our team.
Brett, 2 other services, adoptions and daycares, what's the status of those?
We're continuing with adoptions. Our team has completed over 20 since April 2021, and our daycares are running, although under modified circumstances, given the rules for PPE and the need for safety.
Brett, you talked off the top about community partners. Who are some of the important community partners that FACS works with?
Well, some of our biggest partners are police and the school boards. Both have been fantastic through this. We also work with the United Way supports our family counseling center, so we have a fee subsidy program, so people can have access to counseling even if their financial circumstances are challenged at the moment. So we really rely on partnerships with the entire community. We work with different Indigenous agencies to support Indigenous families, and it really shows that providing, keeping children safe is a total community effort.
Well, thanks for making that effort, Brett. Thanks for making the effort to come in today as well. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Mike.